sliver of twilight clung to the horizon as Mark, a man more accustomed to cityscapes than mountain trails, realized he was utterly lost. His 8-hour hike had morphed into a desperate race against the encroaching night. Panic, cold and sharp, began to prickle at his skin as the familiar trail vanished, replaced by an unsettling labyrinth of trees. His flashlight flickered, a dying gasp in the overwhelming darkness. Just as despair threatened to swallow him whole, a dilapidated cabin materialized from the gloom. It was a skeletal silhouette against the bruised sky, seemingly untouched by human hands for decades. He rapped on the warped door, but only silence answered. Pushing it open, he stepped into the oppressive stillness. To his surprise, a perfectly made bed sat in the center of the dusty room, an island of unnatural order in the chaos. Despite the gnawing unease, the exhaustion won. He reasoned the owner was either long gone or wouldn't mind. Settling into the oddly comfortable bed, his eyes drifted to the walls. Dozens of portraits stared back, each a chillingly lifelike depiction of a person with an unnervingly wide, fixed smile. Their eyes, dark and unblinking, seemed to follow his every move, sending a shiver down his spine that had nothing to do with the night's chill. He tried to dismiss them as old, quirky art, but the smiles, they were too real, too knowing. Sleep, when it finally came, was fitful, haunted by the feeling of unseen eyes. When Mark awoke with the first hint of dawn, a gasp tore from his throat. The walls were no longer adorned with unsettling visages. Instead, a dozen shattered windows stared back at him, each perfectly mirroring the shapes and positions where the chilling portraits had been. The smiles were gone, but the emptiness was far more terrifying, for he realized with a horrifying jolt that the faces had never been painted on canvases at all.